Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, welcome back in our English online class with me, Miss Febri. So today, this is for the second meeting that we are going to learn for the first material. Today, we are going to learn about should and shouldn't. So guys, have you ever learned about should and shouldn't and how to make sentence by using should and shouldn't? Should in bahasa means seharusnya, and should not or shouldn't means tidak seharusnya. So in this material, we are going to learn about how to make sentence by using should and shouldn't. Bagaimana sih menggunakan kata should dan shouldn't untuk membuat kalimat yang baik dan benar, dan bagaimana penggunaannya. So actually, should and shouldn't have many uses. Jadi should and shouldn't ini punya banyak penggunaan. But in this material, we are going to learn two uses. But for the first uses is should and shouldn't for using on recommendation. Jadi penggunaan should and shouldn't dalam memberikan rekomendasi, atau penggunaan should dan shouldn't dalam memberikan saran, nasihat, ataupun masukan dan pendapat. Yang kedua, for the second, should and shouldn't for doing an obligation. Jadi yang kedua adalah penggunaan should dan shouldn't untuk melakukan suatu kewajiban. Obligation means kewajiban. Kewajiban untuk melakukan sesuatu. So, are you ready to learn English? Let's check it out. Okay guys, for the first slides, I'm going to explain you about what is the meaning of should and shouldn't. In the first time, I already told you about what is the meaning of should and shouldn't, right? Should in bahasa means seharusnya, and shouldn't or should not in bahasa means tidak seharusnya. Should is used for a positive sentence, and should not or shouldn't is used for a negative sentence. So it means that should bermakna kalimat positif, dan should not or shouldn't itu bermakna kalimat negatif. One, should and shouldn't for giving recommendation. Should and shouldn't have many uses, but in this material, we are going to learn only two uses of should and shouldn't. The first use is should and shouldn't for giving recommendation, atau should dan shouldn't untuk memberikan rekomendasi, saran, maupun nasihat. Before I explain you about the sentence, you have to remember the pattern atau polanya. Sebelum saya menjelaskan tentang bagaimana kalimat dari penggunaan should dan shouldn't untuk memberikan nasihat, saran, atau rekomendasi, kalian harus pahami dulu pattern atau polanya. Yang pertama, you can see on the slide, subject. Subject adalah I, you, we, they, he, she, it. Then followed by should or should not. Setelah ada subjek, diikuti should or should not, diikuti dengan verb one atau kata kerja pertama.
Diingat bahwa penggunaan should dan shouldn't diikuti kata kerja yang pertama. Because this is using verb 1, so we can call this sentence is simple present tense. Okay? Examples 1. Dialogue. Examples 1. Dialogue. Freddy has just come back from the cinema. Hello Freddy, did you enjoy the film?
Yes, it was great. You should go and watch it.
Okay, you can see the sentence that underline and yellow color. You should go and watch it. You as a subject and followed by should and followed by verb 1. Verb 1 verb 1-nya adalah go. So for the examples 1, you can see the dialogue that Freddy has just come back from the cinema and Anna asking from the cinema. Did he enjoy or not? And then Freddy answered that he said that it was great. And Freddy gave Anna recommendation that she should go and watch it. Next, you can use should and you can use should not for giving recommendation. You can see there are 3 sentences that tell about giving recommendation. The first sentence, it is raining. They shouldn't play at field. Ini sedang hujan. Mereka seharusnya tidak bermain di lapangan. You know that they shouldn't play. They as a subject, followed by should not or shouldn't, and followed by verb 1, yaitu play. Di kalimat pertama menjelaskan bahwa anak-anak seharusnya tidak bermain di lapangan karena sedang hujan. Kalimat ini menunjukkan bahwa mereka seharusnya tidak bermain di lapangan dan memberikan saran karena sedang hujan. Second sentence, I think you shouldn't go tonight. It's already night. I think you shouldn't go tonight. It's already night. Can you find which the sentence that tell about giving recommendation? Yes, the underlined sentence. You shouldn't go. You as a subject, followed by should not or shouldn't, and followed by verb 1, yaitu go. Next, she shouldn't eat spicy food. Dia seharusnya tidak makan makanan pedas. So, this is for giving recommendation that she shouldn't eat spicy food. She as a subject, shouldn't, and followed by verb 1, yaitu eat. Another example by using should. You can see the sentence right. Can you practice by your own at home? Okay. Next. The second uses should and shouldn't for doing an obligation. On the first time, I already said that should and shouldn't for doing an obligation, yaitu melakukan sebuah keharusan dalam kegiatan. Jadi, should dan shouldn't ini dapat digunakan sebagai suatu aktivitas ataupun kegiatan yang dilakukan secara wajib atau sebuah keharusan. Don't forget, before I tell you about the sentence, you have to remember about the pattern atau polanya. Ada subject, followed by should or shouldn't, followed by verb 1. Next, the examples 1. I should go to school before my mom yelled at me. I should go to school before my mom yelled at me. Saya seharusnya pergi ke sekolah sebelum mama saya berteriak-teriak atau marah terhadap saya. I as a subject, followed by should, and followed by verb 1. Yang kedua, I should visit my grandfather now because he is sick. Saya seharusnya berkunjung ke kakek saya sekarang karena dia sedang sakit. Is it an obligation, right? Yeah. No matter what happens, I should be with you. No matter what happens, I should be with you. I as a subject, followed by should, followed by be as a verb, and with you. So you can use shouldn't for doing an obligation. Because this is the negative sentence, so should not is using for not doing an obligation. Jadi suatu tindakan yang tidak boleh atau tidak wajib dilakukan. Take a look the sentence. There are 3 sentences. The first sentence. Can you practice by your own at home? Okay, good. So, that's all our lesson today. I'm sorry for many mistakes. I hope you all understand what I said and what I explained. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.